Okay, this is Linkletter Provincial Park in Summerside, Prince Edward Island. And this is going to be a little different than what I normally do because all of the sites here are similar enough that you aren't going to have an issue with any of them with anything. So I'm going to just give you a brief walkthrough, point out some of the sites that I think are the better sites. This area back here is all dry camping. There's no power, there's no electric, and there are several loops of sites. Again, they're all flat, level, dry, and have trash and such evenly spaced. The section I'm walking toward now is all for camping units. You could put small trailers, even a motorhome back on the other side back there, but it's primarily for tents and like pop-up units and stuff. So I'm kind of just going through this a little bit on the backwards side. I'm not going to bother pointing out any site numbers except the ones that I think are the best sites here. We start here on the corner though with 30 and run down this way, and 31 on the opposite side, the right hand side, and run down this way. So we are in this site. I didn't know it at the time. This is site 36. I think it's one of the better sites. As you can see, it looks out over the St. Lawrence Bay. We are right next to the dump station, so we get a little traffic here. The sites, as they go down the roads, all are perpendicular to the road, and they're all back in sites. As you come around the corner here, they're still perpendicular to the road, but the sites need to work the other direction. So 39 here is also a very good site for ocean breeze and ocean views, or bay breeze and bay views. The two here are sites 40 and 41. I've seen people park both directions in these when we've been here. I think when they were parked facing the water, they were actually family. But you can't do that there. So as pull-throughs, the same as these are here. But again, they all have power up to 50 amps. Sorry, up to 30 amps. And they are all with sewer and water. The water here is actually pretty good. This one, all of the sites face the and as you get to these here that are on the crossroad, again you'll see that people are parked facing the water. There's some advantages and disadvantages to both facing the water. There's always a breeze off the water, so you don't get as much breeze on your windows or on the windshield. There's another restroom here. Restrooms here are clean, and the facilities are pretty nice. There is a laundry room here. I have not been in it. I think it's a lady laundry, and I think it only takes ladies. So maybe it's some change for who would use it. There's been a lot of traffic in and out. We've been here for, today's our 5th day, and we've seen most of the sites change over at least once. This stretch down here is the first stretch as you come into the park, and all of the sites here face the water. So some of them end up, they don't actually get as nice a view as you do when you're parallel to the water. But being parallel to the water, you want to make sure you have the right side towards the water to get the views. And you can see, probably hear some wind noise here. It's been like this pretty much the whole time we've been here. A little bit on the breezy side, but it's cool. This is today's August 6th, and I think the high today was 72 degrees Fahrenheit. So now I'm ask you to check out. So they're here from 9 in the morning until 9 at night, I believe. You can probably see here pretty much all of the sites are almost perfectly level. The utilities are pretty close. I think I said it's 30 amp. I know I'm plugged into 50 amp where I am, so some of them here are 50, some of them are 30. And as you can see, they're fairly close together. The sites are all grass. But like I said, with the turnover, there has been a lot of sites that have been empty. So unless it's on a weekend in the busiest season, I think you'll not be overly crowded. Getting up to the North Cape from here is pretty easy. Getting up to the area where the Anne of Green Gables stuff is pretty easy. Getting over to the other side past Charlottetown, if you really want to see the whole island, you may want to do a few nights here and then find a campsite over in that direction. We're just about all the way around the campsite at this point, or campground. So you can see, I don't know how many sites there are. I would say as far as sites that hold campers, there's probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 70. Sites that hold tents in this area over here, there's probably close to 100 of those. So it's a fairly large campground, but mostly open. Very few sites here for the campers and trailers have any sort of shade. And so you might want to keep that in mind. So this is that same road that I showed you the other way, where you can come in on this road and pull into the sites that are on the right. The sites on the left would still slide back in sites, but you could pull into them if your utilities were long enough, and that might give you better views of the water. And here we are back where we started.